when you look at Embiid, both ends of the floor, okay, to hit those 70 points last night, he only attempted hit 2 threes. He hit one, only 2. So a lot of his work, knowing that he could take advantage of his size in the paint and at the elbow, was just tremendous to me. That's what I like to see. I want to see guys like Anthony Davis realize, okay, I got a slim reaper on me. I just need to get my butt on the blocks and dominate the way that he did last night. It just was a remarkable thing to see. I mean, I've seen players, whether it was a Kobe Bryant, whether it was a Dame Lillard, now Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant. I've seen guys go off with high marks, but for a big man to do what he did last night it was so impressive. I mean, it really was, because he realized they can't guard me. There's nothing they can do. And he just dominated. He could have had 100 points, man. Could have had 100.
Easy, I agree. Agreed.
Skip, that's just it's so odd for us to come off the segment we just did, and then you say you would take a guy who's not been to a conference championship yet. But I digress.
Oh, I'm going to take him all day long.
Do I think he's the better player? There's no question about it. There's no question about it. His stats say that. He's averaging 36 points a game, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.9 blocks a game. He's having a better season right now than Jokić. But there's a reason that Jokić just won the finals. His team just won the finals. They don't have other all-NBA players around him. They don't have other, superstars around him. He is the superstar. He is the engine that runs.
Who don't have superstars around him?
Name the superstars. Name the other all-NBA players.
So you don't think Murray? Go ahead, Richard. I'm not saying. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
I'm going to just let you go.
Okay. I'm not saying he's not a great player. I'm just saying hasn't been all NBA. He has not. That's not who he is. That's not the way he has been. And what I'm saying is, Joel Embiid, for all his greatness, if he does it this year, that would be great. But he's the only MVP in the history of the game to not make a conference championship. So I want to agree. Because he's the better player. And his stats say he's the better player on both ends of the court. But then he just doesn't have the team success that we all value in this game. And he has not had it. And so while he has individually been a better player, until you have the team success, just like everybody else we talk about, you got to have the rings. Every conversation in the NBA, when you talk about greatness, when you talk about how great this guy is, it starts with how many championships does he have? Or in this case, you have to at least make the conference championship. And if you've only been to the semis, then it's going to be tough to make that argument when Jokić has just won the title and they've gone to the conference championship a bunch of times. You tell me that doesn't matter now?
So you're saying that Joel is the Lamar Jackson of the NBA?
Yes, that's what he's saying, Skip.
Is that where we're going? I can say
that's what he's saying. Empty stats is what he's saying.
I'm saying that Josh Allen. I mean, there's a lot of guys that have not won titles.
Come on, man.
And Lamar Jackson's in the conference championship right now.
Joker just won last year.
That's what. So
he just won last year. You're making it seem like
he
Joker
went to the conference championship in the bubble against the Lakers. I know you watched that one. Don't tell me the bubble don't matter as a Lakers fan.
Okay, so he went to a. No, I'm never gonna say it doesn't matter. That's Skip that says that, not me. We got it in the Raptors. I'm good. But what I would say though is Skip's question is about right now. And Joel Embiid is the better player. He certainly would. I would take him right now over Joker. There's no question. And I would have took him last year over Joker. What? And Joker, if I was to put Embiid on the Denver Nuggets with those players around him, Denver wouldn't have missed a beat, man. They wouldn't have missed a beat.
I don't know that. I can't do.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just can't do hypotheticals. You go ahead and get this dude, Skip, because I can't.
I just couldn't do hypotheticals.
I'm not going to get Richard because I'm going to give him credit for this. Joel Embiid, in his postseason NBA career, is now 27-26 in games he's played in. It's not good enough. He's 5-6 in playoff series. Well, obviously, that's not good enough. What has always been the bugaboo, he's always nicked. He's always got something going on. It's his knee, it's his foot, it's his this, is he's sick or hurt, sick or hurt, sick or hurt. We've been through it and through it and through it. And Richard, I give you full props for bringing that part up because you're right about that. But if we do just in a vacuum right now, player versus player, the beauty of Joel Embiid is he's the greatest 7-foot or taller free throw shooter in the history of this game because there's never been anything like the touch this man has at 7 feet or above from the free throw line, or as Keyshawn points out, all those elbow jumpers. He is just lethal with that touch shot of his. He is powerful finesse, and it's like oxymoronic, but he is powerful finesse. He has great touch. So obviously, Joker has off the charts touch, but Joel is a much more dominant rebounder and shot blocker and defender than Joker has ever been. If I just look at defensive ratings right now, the defensive win shares, Joel is ranked 10th in the NBA. That's really good, top 10. Joker is 44th. In shot blocking, Joel is 10th in the league, and Joker is way down in the 50s and tied for 46th in shot blocking. So my point to you is that when you look at the numbers that Joel is putting up just this year, like he won the MVP last year, and now all his numbers across the board are even better than all his numbers last year, all across. He's making 89% of his free throws. That's just extraordinary. And he's leading the league in free throw attempts per game, 12 a game. Jokić gets to the line 6 times a game. Joel gets there 12 times. Well, do the math. It'll add up over time where you're going to win a lot of games because he's at the line and he's making almost 90%. Those are all the reasons that I would take Joel. But if we talk about leadership or availability, injury-wise, all those good things, obviously, Jokić makes everybody better. Joel look at his assists this year. They're up to 6 a game. That's really high. So he's 36, 12, and 6. And by the way, what I loved last night was he had a career-high 18 rebounds in that game. So he was giving it to you on both ends, all out. And as Joel said after the game, I missed a bunch of easy shots I've been making all year, which is why on the 18th anniversary of Kobe's 81, Joel could have easily had 81 or 82 last night. He did. I watched every dribble of that game. He missed a bunch of little ones inside that he usually makes. He was guarded maybe 2/3 of the time by Wemby. And Wemby is the best shot blocker in the game right now. But as we all know, Wemby just doesn't have his man body yet. And he had no chance against Joel. And Joel was trying to make a statement. Young man, you're not ready for this just yet. And he punished him down low.
Yeah, I would figure 70
and
points.
so when you think about it, though, Richard, there's no knock on the Joker. The Joker is a fabulous player. There's no question about it. Embiid had some tough luck along the ways, just like Skip said. You talk about the injury situation, but also the bounce, the side shot in Toronto that bounced, boom, 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 and then all of a sudden it goes in. It just is happening like that for him. I mean, it's not his fault.
You're right.
And look, and when you talk about other superstars around him, who's in Philly? That's another superstar.
I'm not saying you got it. I'm saying neither one of them got it.
James Harden is gone.
Right.
He's doing this without James Harden.
Right, but he had James Harden and they didn't go anywhere. But all I'm saying is the way we have judged superstars in this game and who you want, and the Jordan and LeBron debate, the reason why it's a debate, the reason why the reason why Skip gives Jordan a nod is because he has 6 rings, Skip, and so if you're sitting there saying
0.
Right. If you're sitting there saying that's part of the debate in every other conversation when you're talking about better players.
Richard, I'm just doing, sort of talent versus talent. I'm just
right, but you've never done talent versus talent. If you said LeBron versus Jordan, talent versus talent, would your argument be different? Because you would have to bring up the rings and the winning to make the argument stronger.
But he just got a ring last year, though, dog.
Right. But it don't matter if you got it last year or 10 years ago. He got one and he doesn't. So I'm with you. Right. But if you talk about statistically, Joel Embiid is having a better career. He's averaging 28 points for a career, 11 rebounds for a career, 3.6 assists, 1.7 blocks for a career. That is incredible numbers. But until you win the ring, it's hard to say you're better than the guy with the ring and multiple MVPs.
Okay, but I like this Philly team a lot better than I like the James Harden Philly team. This team will go farther as long as Joel stays healthy. I like Tyrese Maxey. I like the blend of all the players they got back for James. It's a good basketball team. They got a real shot this year. I know
No, they
Boston
do. They got a real
Milwaukee
shot.
is Milwaukee.
Yep, they got a real shot. Milwaukee and Boston will be tough, but they got a real shot.
Yeah.
All right, so just for the record, going back before Joel's draft, I got a call from a member of the Sixers medical team. You can ask Ernestine, my wife, about this because we were in Palm Springs on vacation. I said, I got to take this. It was just before the draft, and he asked me what I thought of Joel at Kansas. And I said, supreme talent, superstar, can win multiple MVPs. But the issue was he had foot and back injuries at Kansas. And I said, I would plunge. I would just close my eyes and take it because he's just too good to pass up. Well, they plunged. And if you've tracked Joel's career, he's had one thing after another. And he has chronic foot problems. As you guys know, when you're 7 feet or taller, start with Bill Walton. If you have foot problems, you're going to have issues till death do you part. So I'm worried about him staying healthy going forward. But if he does, he is highly capable of carrying a team to an NBA championship.
Yeah, the Lakers.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
you
would be a
want
much
to come to the
bigger fan
Lakers?
of him if he was on the Lakers.
You know me, I'm always trying to get a superstar to the Lakers. So
I love it.
I believe he is. The problem that he's going to face, though, is them Bostons of the world and the Milwaukees of the world. It could potentially get in the way in Philadelphia. I don't know that he'll be in Philadelphia long term. You know how this thing goes, man. You don't start winning in that city. All of a sudden, the city turns on you, no matter how much they like you. But yet and still in the NBA, you figure out a way to get out of bad situations and ask for trades and not sign extensions, all of those sort of things. So if they don't get it taken care of this year, I don't know how much longer Embiid is going to be in Philly.
So why are you bringing up the Lakers? Are they even in the
No,
playoffs?
I just bring up everybody goes to the Lakers.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
They're
Especially
irrelevant
big man.
right now.
The big man,
Everybody goes to the Lakers. so
every
Skip-
great big man has just about gone.
Wemby will be trying to make his way to LA too at some point.
You could be right about that.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.